This is the craziness that is the human being, that you will shut me down and say he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, essentially block you from
who
communication.
just climbed the mountain, who's standing at the top of it that you would like to climb, you call up to him on the two-way radio and you say, hey, man, how'd you do that? He tells you exactly how he did it, but you don't agree with that. So you're like, he's full of shit. Right?
Yeah.
But he's standing up, and I'm not saying I climbed a mountain, but you get my point.
Yeah.
Right? We need to understand, we as humans, that's how we are, particularly men. We're the fucking worst, right? And the younger we are, the worse it is, i.e., 15 years old to 24, 25 years old. Those are the magic times where you really got to shut yourself up and you really got to listen and you really got to forget what you think you know. But it's very, very, very difficult to do. But that even the lessons that I learned by helping people who only throw it right back in my face, though, I get to learn from, because I forget that there are people like this, because I'm surrounded with other business owners in my CEO groups in particular. All we do is ask for advice. It's like, hey, how did you finance that piece of machinery you bought from Egypt? And how'd that go? I went to Egypt and you had to go through this place and take this special test and then make sure you use, and here's the guy that you talk to and he'll get it all out, and the interest rate they'll charge is next to nothing, so make sure you finance it over there as opposed to here, and then they'll ship it over. Make sure they install the whole thing, and you want Mark and Tom to come over and do the installation. They're going to be here about 3 months. Then just put them up at a hotel. They're happy, whatever, right? Oh, no, I'm not going to do any of that. I'll just figure it out. Would you do that?
No.
No. You'd go, what was this dude's name again?
Yeah.
Right? Mark and Tom or whatever the name was, and make sure I use whoever to clear whatever so it comes out of customs. I mean, literally, that's the kind of advice that I get all of the time on a regular basis. And you would be stupid to go, how do I climb that mountain? The dude up there's telling me how to do it. He's full of shit. I'm not going to do that. That's the equivalent. So that's the real world example of how, if you own a bar, find another bar owner, right, who's been there, done that. Maybe your bar is growing. Find a guy that's had a bar that's grown super fast and sit down with him and go, how'd you do it? Right? I don't understand. And then he says, well, this is exactly how I weathered the same growth that you're about to go through. And then you go, oh, well, I'm not going to do that. What the fuck is the point?
I mean, at the very, very least, just shut up and listen. Like, just listen to what they have to say, even if you don't agree with it. I mean, there's plenty of... So I purposefully try to surround myself, especially on social media, because I don't really have to interact. I can just kind of read it. But I try to surround myself with people of so many different varying opinions, because I want to read all these different opinions and conversations, because all of that's information.
Yes.
Whether I agree with it or not, whether if I'm going to put it into practice or not, it's all information that's adding to what I know. And it lets me make up my own decisions and make up my own choices.
Yep.
And the more you shut yourself off from that, the less choices you have. The less you know, the less decisions you have to make.